because what happened last week was Pickens County and the foothills where Scotty were, where all of this tornadic convective activity ended up happening late in the day with these supercells, all got sunshine that I practically never saw even here in Charlotte along that I-77 corridor. So we've gone back and we've grabbed some of this footage. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not sure what I'm seeing or what I'm not seeing. I can't work that Hollywood magic where I can take a really dark, grainy video after dark and, bring it up to 4K resolution like you'll see on
But
NCIS.
we could if you would donate. If y'all would donate.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
I just think you have to yell enhance louder, James. I think maybe if you do that, you type a little faster and hit enhance. I think that's how that works.
So take a look at this. We got what I would say is probably a wall cloud or a mothership caught on the camera here just minutes before 8 o'clock. Again, we're looking off to the west. You can see the sun lighting the background. You can see that lowering right on in here. Notice the tree line, kind of get your parameters. We've got grass out in front here because what's going to happen here in the moment on the video is we're going to squeeze it back to a triple box, showing you the camera alongside reflectivity and looking at velocity. And you guys can see as we begin to lose the light of day, you can still see those convective towering clouds that we talked about just last night on the advanced storm spotter class off to the west. And, again, it gets dark. I mean, it's nighttime and the sky is obviously not lit, but there are a couple things that caught my eye that I'm not sure what I'm seeing. And I want you, Jared, Scotty, and our viewers to give us your thoughts on what we might be seeing here. We're looking for clouds that are towering up, right? We're looking for things that might be supporting convection. This is 8:35 here. As we continue to play this, we got, of course, lots of lightning that was coming through the area. Take a look. You can see some of the clouds that are closer to the camera. This is another one of those storms kind of teeing up, training over that area. You can see the storm system moving on through. I don't know what that is. That could just be ghosting in the image. Was there on velocity something in that direction? There sure was. I don't feel confident enough to say, oh my God, look, it caught the tornado. I'm not sure that that's what that is, but this footage, had it been during daylight, this camera probably would have been in that exact position we needed. But I will say in these frames here around that tornado, EF2 tornado time that we have confirmed from the Weather Service, you can certainly see some of that kind of that updraft and that downdraft, that wall cloud kind of moving through associated with this storm. You can see it here, right? Jared, you and I were talking about this earlier. This is kind of that rear down flank, I think, from that cell that is moving out of view of the camera.
Yeah, definitely. That wall cloud is very pronounced. And again, the problem, folks, is the problem that we all have trying to chase storms in the Carolinas. Trees. Just so many trees. And that's going to make this so tough between the trees and the darkness. But certainly you can see the scud going by. You can see, so and keep in mind, this is about one frame a minute. So
correct,
roughly. So again, like you take that with a grain of salt, but certainly, I mean, these the clouds are moving. They were hauling, and I'm sure that it had, I mean, that camera had a really good look at that second really couplet. I mean, it really
and to be
did.
clear, I don't blame the camera at all. This is not like an underperformance on the camera. This is a dark rural area with not a lot of light to work with. Will, watching on Facebook tonight, says he thinks he sees at least a funnel cloud, and I think it's possible. It's plausible. We know the National Weather Service has a copy of this video. They're taking a look at it as well too. Again, I think had it been a little bit earlier with a little bit more lighting, there could have been something maybe more pronounced. I can't rule it out completely, which is why I wanted to bring it on here tonight. And I'll also say, after taking those spotter classes, right, guys, and Jared just hit on this, we have things in the Carolinas that make storm spotting really difficult. Well, be it the tree line, the terrain, whatever it may be. And during that basic class that we at the Carolina Weather Group and the National Weather Service in Columbia presented earlier this March, we played a game of tornado or not tornado, and they were side-by-side photos, and you had to guess which one was the tornado and which one was scud and which one wasn't. And it was hard because you had to take into consideration the quality of the photo, whether or not there was anything blocking your view. And that's what I was reminded of watching this footage. I was going, I feel like I'm playing the is it or is it not a tornado game from the Storm Spotter training.
Yeah.